What is up, everybody? It's your boy Vizio here, and I'm back on Pokemon Revolution Online for the first time in a long time to bring you a not so new video. That's right, I'm recording. I'm recording an old video that I did a few years ago, and that was a little bad. So I figured, why not make a new one with the new information and bigger updates and going more in depth on the topic. And that video that I am talking about is my how to find competitive Pokemon on Pokemon Revolution Online. So to start that, we're going to go to Pokedex. And I'm going to show, I have a Xatu, I'm going to show you Natu. So here's Natu. So, how you start by finding competitive Pokemon is you need a Synchronizer. See here, I have Xatu, Natu's evolved form. Synchronize, the in-game mechanic of Synchronize is that if an opposing Pokemon is to burn, sleep, or poison you, or paralyze, that move will affect you, but also bounce back to them. So like, see, I'm burned here. Even though it's dead, it's burned. If an opposing Pokemon burned me, it would bounce. I would be burned, and they would also be burned. We would be synchronized. Our statuses would be synchronized. Hence synchronize. However, though, its hidden mechanic is that if you have a Pokemon with synchronize in your first slot of your party, and you run into a wild Pokemon, the wild Pokemon will have a 50% chance. That is a big 5-0. My camera's backwards. Chance to pass on its nature. So here I have a Jolly Nature Synchronizer. And so you can have a Synchronizer for any nature that you want, that you're going to be hunting for. Natu is probably one of the easier Synchronizers to get. It's common, and these are the areas that it spawns in as of right now. I would say the easiest one probably is Route 28. Route 28 should be right here. So that's right after Victory Road. You go straight over here, right in front of Mount Silver, and you just do, and it's super common to get them there. And that's it. But yeah, there's other places I know, like here in Pewter City, you can headbutt them and get them from the trees there, and they're pretty common there too. That's for more of an earlier start, I guess. Other than that, another common synchronizer would be the Abra. Oh my, I put a B. There we go. The Abra evolutionary line. And these can be found in these areas. Also, another big area is Cerulean City. I'm just naming some of the places that I know, like these for Natu. Cerulean City, and like up in here, Route 24, you can catch them. Route 24 is the area you can actually catch them. You can't actually catch them in Cerulean City. But yeah, so those are the spots you can kind of more likely catch them. Synchronize Abra also has Inner Focus or Magic Guard, so you kind of have to watch out. You really can't watch out for them, but they're kind of rare, so it kind of sucks when you catch a different natured one or ability one. Synchronize, but when you do, it's good. You can hunt any nature. You can actually take like, let's say you have Natsus and you want to switch over to Abras or Kadabras, so you can actually synchronize your Natu nature to your Abras. So that's pretty handy for that too. The reason I would probably say Abra evolutionary line, especially Kadabra, is more common to use for hunting Pokemon because Kadabra has the ability to access to roleplay. So we'll just Kadabra. Let's see what level it learns it at. It will learn it at 41 right here, roleplay. And what roleplay does is it allows you to copy your opposing Pokemon's ability. So if you are hunting, let's say, Bulbasaur. You're hunting Bulbasaur, especially now that it's Halloween event going on. You run into one finally. For how many tries you get, well, it's a lot easier to have a roleplay Pokemon instead of fighting to catch one and to catch it just to find out it's Overgrow. But instead, if you have a roleplay, you're into Bulbasaur, your Kadabra's up, you just roleplay right there. Overgrow, you run away. Keep going, running, find one. Boom. Alright, another Bulbasaur, roleplay. Chlorophyll. You would Pulse Swipe, catch it, and call it good. Saves you a lot of time to have a roleplay Pokemon. However, if you don't use that and you do decide to go with Natu or Xatu, one of the two, my other ways, when I do use Xatu, I mainly use it for my Jolly Sync. I haven't really wanted to yet go get a new Abra or Kadabra Sync. So I use my Xatu for my Jolly. My Smeargle, which is my Pulse Wiper, would go down to my third slot, and I would have like Ralts or Gardevoir or something here with Trace in my second slot, and my first Pokemon was Sync dead, so it just goes right to my Trace Pokemon, and that tells me the ability right away because it just copies the ability right then and there. So yeah, speaking of False Swipers, switching that around, first False Swiper is the support Pokemon that you would want to have assisting your fronting Synchronize Pokemon. So what a False Swiper is it's a Pokemon, it's a move actually. False Swipe is a move, and a False Swiper is a Pokemon that can learn that move. So you want False Swipe on a Pokemon, and what False Swipe does is when you attack that Pokemon, if you're going to kill it, instead of killing it, it'll put it down to 1 HP. So like that's it, I guess instead of killing it, I can't say instead of killing it. It will not kill it. It will put it down to 1 HP no matter what. So if you use False Swipe over and over, it will just stay at 1 HP. Actually, I think after it hits 1 HP, it'll say the move's not effective or something. But yeah, that's what a False Swiper is. The best false swipers are those that can learn Spore, or I don't think there's any False Swipers that can learn Soak besides Smeargle. So, but yeah, the most common False Swipers are those that can at least do Spore and False Swipe. And those Pokemon are, here we go for the first one, is Parasect. Parasect learns Spore at level 22. You can teach Spore, not Spore to it, False Swipe. You can teach False Swipe to Parasect through TM. So that covers that. You get Spore and TM and False Swipe. For abilities, Damp is probably the most useful for the sole fact of that it does block out explosion or self-destruct. Dry Skin just kind of helps it get health back in rain and water attack moves. But it also weakens it to fire type moves that it's already 4 times weak to, so that the worst ability absolutely by far for it is Effect Spore. You do not want it to have Effect Spore, and that's for the sole reason of what it does. Contact with Pokemon may inflict poison, sleep, paralysis on the attacker. So like if you False Swipe a Pokemon and then it hits you, it has I don't know what the chances are, the odds, a percentage of the move actually, or the ability activating, but there's always a chance that it will poison your Pokemon. It hits you, you False Swipe it, get it to level 1 or get it to HP 1. It attacks you, gets poisoned, and then dies. So if that's like an event Pokemon or a super rare Pokemon, event Pokemon, whatever. I don't know if I just said event Pokemon twice. Event, shiny, or a rare Pokemon that you've been hunting for hours and you finally ran into one. It's just gone right there just from that mistake of having an Effect Spore Pokemon. Yeah. But what I mean by Effect Spore Pokemon is because there is a second grass type Pokemon that learns False Swipe, and that is right here, Breloom, who also has Effect Spore. So those are 2 Pokemon that you can use, but also might come with Effect Spore that you want to avoid. Parasect is by far the easiest one. Breloom is a little bit rarer to find, but still just as good. Especially since it comes with Technician. I like the ability Technician. I know a lot of people that use Breloom use Poison Heal, which Poison Heal is also a good ability just for the sole fact of once it gets toxic, so you can have a toxic orb on it. Is once it gets toxic, it will heal itself from damage, but also stops it from opposing Pokemon getting any other status effects on it. So that blocks paralysis, sleep, anything. So you have more turns. Like I know for me with my Smeargle, I fall for that a lot. Is where a lot of wild Pokemon either poison me or paralyze me or put me to sleep, and it becomes a pain in the butt to deal with. But other than that, I do like Technician. That's why my Smeargle is Technician, and that's kind of why it's is because I wanted. I hunted until I found a Smeargle with Technician, and it just happened not to follow my sync that I was using. I'm pretty sure I was using Jolly, but I caught it for Technician just for the sole fact that Technician boosts the power of weaker moves, which I believe is anything under 60 power. It boosts it to I'm to a 70 or 80. It might be 70 or 80. I'm not sure, or it might be more. I don't know. But how with Smeargle, False Swipe is Stab. Same type attack bonus, so it automatically gets a boost from that, and then also a boost from Technician. So it's a little better. I'm definitely gonna rehunt Smeargle though and get an Adamant one because I feel like Smeargle is already fast enough. It's just the damage sometimes I'm lacking. So I think I'm gonna get an Adamant one next and probably sell this one off to somebody or something. I don't know. Yeah, Smeargle, and then the third one, but it's probably by far the least common, would be Gallade. I'm talking about the least common out of these four that I'm already listing. Gallade evolves from Ralts, but male Ralts, I should say. Ability on these things do not matter. As you can see here in its moveset, it learns False Swipe. It's the only one of the four that actually learn it by its moveset. Obviously, Smeargle can't learn it because all it learns is Sketch. So it sketches all the moves like that. Yeah, like I had to sketch all these moves on. That's what makes Smeargle the most challenging, is because you have to not only find a Smeargle, catch it, but then you have to waste time sketching all these moves on by any means that you do it. And once they do it, you have to have a physical attack move. Unless you want to, I guess in this game you can't really buddy system keep switching Pokemon back and forth to battles. You can't put this one out first and then switch and get the XP because you only get like 13 XP on these Pokemon when you do it in this game. But yeah, like for me, I taught it for the fourth move, Headbutt. At the time, I thought that was like the strongest normal type move. If I redo another Smeargle, might change it. I don't know what I would change it to. But yeah, Headbutt, Stab bonus. I think I had Choice Band on it. Give that extra damage while EV training and leveling up. Once I got to level 100, yeah, getting it to level 100 is probably the hardest part. But once it does, it's good. You got these moves. I have taught all these moves first and then Headbutt. But that's what makes Smeargle good, is because it can have Spore, False Swipe, and Soak. Because you kind of need a Soak Pokemon depending on what you're hunting. Like for me, Phantom, I was hunting this over on the event island for Halloween. It's Ghost and Grass, so naturally, any False Swipe really is its worst enemy. False Swipe can't affect because it's Ghost. Spore can't affect it because it's Grass. So you would Soak it, make it a water type because it gets rid of both typings. It's a pure water type. So then False Swipe and Spore would work. So that's the effect of the reasoning behind having Soak on here. You can also obviously have a extra Pokemon in your party for soaking, so that works. Or I believe Panguru has access to False Swipe as well, and it has the hidden ability. I don't know if it's hidden ability or not. Yeah, it is. Okay, a hidden ability Scrappy. Pancham, you can only get that on pink Tinkin Island though, or boss fights. Yeah, so it doesn't learn it by move. So it has to probably be the TM. Yeah, so it's TM. Yeah, Pangoro is probably the next option for. I've definitely seen Pancham and stuff being asked for with hidden ability coming up a lot more than recent times. So I believe it is coming up there. It's probably definitely above Gallade now. Gallade's only somewhat useful because it has access to Hypnosis through a move tutor. And I mean, Hypnosis has a really low percentage chance to hit, so it's kind of not really worth it at all. But yeah, I can definitely see the use of this guy, because you don't really need to put a status move on your Pokemon. I don't believe he learns any status moves. So yeah, you don't need to put any status on him because it does have Full Swipe. So you just Full Swipe and keep our Pokeballs until you catch it. It just makes it a little bit harder to catch than normal because of status moves, adding an extra effect of making it easier to catch. But yeah, that goes for that's what it is for these guys, for Synchronized and the support Full Swiper. So next, I'm just gonna show you not Full Swipe, Synchronize in use. So I will go down. I'm in Celadon City, nothing special, but I figured while I'm here, I can hunt Jolly Grimers. So I'm not actually gonna hunt one. I'm just grabbing one for the video. So yeah, here we go. Right away, good Grimer. So my Zatu is dead, and yes, the Synchronize still works if he's dead, as long as it's in the first part or the first spot of your party. So because he's dead, it goes right to Smeargle. So from there, I can just Full Swipe. Full Swipe, it did damage. I have leftovers, heals me back up. Spore, put it to sleep. It's asleep. Throw a Pokeball. Caught it, easy. Okay, see here, the Jolly Synchronized ability worked. Pass on, horrible stats. We'll do one more, just for the fun of it. So yeah, another Grimer. Full Swipe. Critical, so you got a critical hit and everything. Still alive. Even though it doesn't show any red here at all. For whatever reason, I guess the HP is too low. Its base HP, I should say, is too low. So Pokeball, caught it. Jolly worked. This one is a lot better than the first one. Defense, HP sucks. But overall, you get the idea. And you keep hunting until you find ones you want. And eventually you'll kind of end up with things like these guys. They're obviously not the best, but I've hunted these and they came out to the point where I wanted them. Staryu I didn't hunt, I just bought this one. I'm leveling him up. Or EV training. Yeah, most of these are almost pretty much done. I just have Togepi and Staryu done, or still left to do. But yeah. So that will be the end of the video. I hope this made sense, and I hope this helped you understand if you're new to the game and you wanting to get into PvP. Hope this helps you understand it a little better. If you have any questions, don't be shy to go down below in my comments and ask a question, and who knows, maybe I'll make a video on it. Also, if you like this video and found it helpful, don't be afraid to leave a like and subscribe. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.